Hello everybody, my name is X Factor. I'm about to go to Rampage, playing some Star Wars Battlefront Beta using the DH-17, the blaster pistol, and drop zone. And that is simply too many stormtroopers. Gonna chuck out my thermal detonator, which has a cooldown of 9 seconds, and jump pack away, which has a cooldown of 15 seconds. This is an absolute disgusting combination. The pistol's pretty good at medium range. It is full auto, but it wrecks people up close. And thanks to the jump pack, you can get in and out of hot situations very, very quickly, and death from above is a common theme with this setup. If you can start timing your nades properly and the jump pack, you'll just surprise people. So just like that, playing the objective, holding E, and putting that pod into our favor as we need to defend this. The one change I did make to this setup is you're going to see the ion shot under the 2 spot in the cards over there. I got rid of that. I actually started running personal shield after this round once I locked it, and my gosh, it has a 20-second cooldown. It's active for 7 seconds, and it can take X amount of damage, but it won't stop cycler rifle or kinetic shots or grenades. But it's great. You pop the bubble, you rush in, you set or defend the objective. You can't shoot. They really can't shoot you unless they have basically the kinetic weapon in the game, in the beta at this moment, and you go about your day. Or you're starting to get shot in the back, you can pop that, get around the corner, or jump pack away. The thing is absolutely crazy, but you're stuck in that bubble. You can't end it early, and you can't shoot out of it. So you have to really be careful, but you can play the objectives with it, and you can actually auto-heal through it. And what's one of the things that you guys will more than likely notice as I'm playing around is I tried to jump pack again another nade and pick up a whole bunch of stormtroopers who are taking a little bit of an extended dirt nap. So once you get set up in drop zone, it's all about kind of pushing out, but keeping an eye on your pod, because you don't want them to steal that, and then you have to work to cap it again, because it does take a couple seconds to do that. So that's it. 1-0. Claim the first pod. New one's coming in. Pay attention on your mini-map. It shows up a split second before it shows up on your actual screen, so you could be running towards the area where it's grayed out on your mini-map where our entire team is going. So we're going to get this picked up, and I'm simply going to fan out. So with the blaster pistol, does it make sense to hold mouse button 1 or your controller when you're at far distances? No. There's quite a bit of spread, and there's a ton of drop-off. It makes sense to do this. Drop in behind them and basically hold it down. It will overheat rather quickly, but if you time it correctly, you can cause that to cool down very fast. And tap firing is your friend at medium and longer ranges. A lot of the other weapons benefit more from tap firing. And of course, dancing all day is one of the things that you're able to do with the DH-17 blaster pistol, especially up close and personal, where this weapon really just destroys people. And with the jump pack, the flanking can be absolutely epic when you're playing some Star Wars Battlefront Beta. So here you see us kind of repositioning again, listening to our audio cues, trying to figure out where the bad stormtroopers are, and try to protect what we're going for, which is the drop pod. And now it's shifting again. 2-0 with 6 minutes left, and that poor guy had no idea what was coming. And just like that, am I gonna make it? Look how fast your health is gonna auto regen as long as you're not in combat or taking fire. Just like that, got 1. 3 health left, get the kill trade, and that ruins the first part of the Rampage. But don't worry, there's more. One of the nice things about Star Wars Battlefront Beta is the partner start. If your partner is in a good spot, you can simply spawn on them, so you're not spawning all the way back, and you're right in the action. A couple different ways that you could use your thermal detonators or your nades in this game is basically a way to stall people, or you can get distance from your pod. And if you need to take a quick little peek at it, see bad guys coming, stormtroopers coming, you can throw that detonator out there, and more than likely, because they hurt so bad, people are really going to run away, fleeing in terror the other direction. And just like that, chuck the thermal out with kind of a side strafe jump, and I'm behind them. One thing I do like to do, as I'm not even letting my health regen here, is stop and pop when I'm making shots, especially with some of the other blasters in the game, some of the slower firing blasters in the game that do a lot more damage. It seems to really help with the accuracy of it all, and of course, right click. There are 2 different sensitivities in this game. You've got your hip fire and then your ADS. I did set mine click to zoom, and I find myself playing third person a ton simply because all the shoulder peeking and jump peeking that you can do. And just like that, I tilt my camera down to take a look at what is coming in and get a nice little position here and working that flank again. The DH-17 pistol is an absolute blast. I mean, after all, it is a blaster, right? But keep in mind, you don't want to get into big shootouts, especially if people have the cycler rifle as one of their cards. It can use that every 5 or 6 seconds and do 90 damage to your body, or one shot you in the head. Or they have some of the other blasters at longer ranges. They'll simply tear you apart. Speed and agility is the name of the game with this combination. Again, try the defensive shield, basically, the personal shield. Absolutely insane how much time that can buy you in really, really bad situations. So here we go, trying to retreat just a little bit, take another peek here, and gotta watch the overheating. That's something you really have to manage in this game. Not so much mag reloads like other first-person shooters, but that overheating can really get you in trouble. So if you're trying to take out 2 or 3 targets, headshots are a must, positioning is a must, then even waiting a split second to continue that fire because you simply don't want to overheat when everything is simply hitting the fan. And here's another partner spawn, 3-0, little over 3 minutes left, and we're going to get on some high ground. Again, using the ability of that third person to kind of shoulder peek all these different corners, changing where my crosshair is to dictate the angles and, of course, the corners that I can see around. I find myself switching a good amount from left and right shoulder position, and I played quite a bit of first person in Walker Assault. That really made sense in certain situations where there's big pushes and there is not all this crazy cover, and you don't have to worry about a million stormtroopers flanking you just like that guy. And I made a mistake, shot the teammate. Should have kept my eye on the prize, as you see me start racking up these additional points based on some of the streaks that have been going on and stopping their top player. And that right there is the personal shield. He can't shoot. I'm really not going to do much damage. It's set there for 7 seconds, but they can auto heal through it. And of course, it can buy you a ton of time. And that's the one change that I would recommend with this setup. Running the DH-17, the thermal detonator, the jump pack, and of course, that personal shield. It makes drop zone an absolute blast, and you're a threat from any spot in the map that, of course, you could simply get out of dodge or out of sight, out of mind, then come back a couple seconds later with another cheeky, peeky, and do some more work. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Star Wars Battlefront beta gameplay. As always, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and that's the sweet smell of victory. We'll see you guys soon.